Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to episode 10 of Blurry Green Podcast, season 1. This is the last episode of the season.
That's right.
I have to have a quick disclaimer. Let's address the elephant in the room. I haven't uploaded an episode in 3 months.
That's okay.
And that is because I was supposed to close off season 1 with a special guest, my husband, a.k.a.
Inmer, that's behind the camera.
And it just so happened that he left me hanging. And so then a couple weeks went by, more weeks went by, and then, we just decided I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And I'm just going to film this episode without him. He's behind the camera right now, giving me a smirk. But I was like, let me bring in my lovely friend, Eunice.
That is I. Also, disclaimer, I'm a little congested, so I apologize for the noise that y'all are hearing.
We're not feeling 100%.
That's right.
But we're here regardless. We're showing up. Okay? Yeah. So that is to be admired. But we're gonna have a little fun in this episode.
Sorry.
We're going to take things a little differently. We're going to talk some personal, some creative, some reflections. We're just going to be ourselves and show our personalities and just kind of see what happens. I do have an outline. Let's see if we follow it.
We shall.
We're going to try to stick to my 45-minute to 1 hour mark, and let's just give the people what they want.
Let's begin. Our fans are waiting.
Kidding. Anyway, so let's talk about you for a second. Okay. Who are you?
OMG. Perfect.
Okay, so no, quick little, okay. Name.
Okay.
Age. What do you do?
Okay.
For work, and then also you freelance and do creative things. So
that's right.
Catch us up.
Okay. So my name is eunicemluis. I'm 23 years old, and currently I'm working at Public Content as influencer marketing coordinator. And then, I do a lot of contacting influencers and with our clients, and then leading a lot of that communication. And then on the side, I also do freelance photography for events, weddings, photo shoots, portraits, whatever. But that's
and some styling.
Oh, that's right.
Let's not forget
my pure passion, styling.
Yes.
I do style friends here and there very casually. So I love everything to do with fashion, clothes, everything. Yeah.
Okay, so that's Eunice. That's Eunice in a nutshell.
Correct.
I'm 29. You're 23. So we have a 6-year age gap going on here in this relationship. So let's talk about how we met. First impressions. Okay, when I was doing this outline, I was like, we've never talked about this actually.
We've never
debriefed how we met and
our
first impressions
nothing.
and I actually you're gonna go first because I actually have to think about the first interaction that we had. But let's start from the beginning. How did we meet, and what was your real first impression of me?
Okay. I think the first time, I don't know if we interacted, but I saw you, was when we were both working at the same church, and then you were part of the youth and young adult ministry, and you had just gotten hired on. And then I was an intern at the time, so I was very involved. And then she was just walking around, and I'm like, okay, I've never seen this girl before. She's a cutie. Who is she? And then I saw you, and I'm like, surely she's my age, because she's so tiny, she's so cutesy. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Then later, and I think I was I think I had a crush on someone at the church during this time.
Oh, Tia.
I think, perhaps.
You think.
Duh. So then I was like, wait, is she interested in that person? Or something?
Me?
I think so.
Oh, because you didn't know I
didn't know,
married.
This was all in my head. First
piecing
30 seconds.
Together.
First 30 seconds of seeing your presence.
Okay.
Knowing that you were alive.
Okay.
then later I'm talking to like other people and they were like, no, yeah, like she's married, like she's been here for like years and just like got hired on. I'm like, okay, interesting.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, but at first I was like, who is she? And then I saw you like walking around and I'm like, wait, oh, sorry, I keep touching. And then I saw you walking around and I'm like, wait, is she a mean girl?
Shut
Yes,
up.
I
You
did get
thought
that
about
vibe from you.
You got that vibe
I
from
did,
me?
and I've never told you this.
No, this is brand new information. This is like hot off the press.
Yeah. Because I was like, is she? Because you were a little like, not standoffish, but I guess like nobody knew each other. So then like
I can be a little awkward.
Yeah.
And like not warm, I feel like. If I'm feeling awkward, it's weird for me.
Yeah, but then I know. And then I saw you. We like I think got introduced and like you started hanging out with like the same people I was hanging out around with, and then I was like, "Wait, I like her."
And then we formed a little like girl crew for a sec there.
I remember that. That was an era.
That was an era. That was a moment in time.
Yeah.
So that's the moment where you were like, "Oh, she's actually cool and normal."
Yeah.
Once we like had conversations.
Correct.
I don't fully recall meeting you.
Okay.
Like the first day, we're like, "Hey, I'm Eunice. Hey, I'm Sarah." Like I can't recall that. I recall like 2-3 moments. Okay. I remember I was on staff in the youth and young adult team, and you were volunteering for someone in our team to be like their admin.
That's right.
And I remember the moment, I feel like I remember a moment of like going around the table, everybody introducing themselves. And you were like, hey, like I feel like I remember that. That's like a moment in time for me.
That's coming back to me.
I also remember like a block party. One of those block parties at like the garage or something. And I remember going to one of these not knowing anybody, but I was on staff now, not really knowing anybody. And
it was like during COVID, right? Because everybody had to wear masks or something.
Like that, yeah. And then me like with like a Polaroid. Oh, and then we did a silent disco.
And
I just started grabbing people.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to dance with me.
Yeah.
You're going to dance with me. We're going to have a vibe. We're going to have a moment. And just like, I kind of like loosely remember those two. And then somewhere in like things transpiring, like we kind of like started to talk and form this like girl group, because in like this youth and young adult role that I had, I really was passionate about investing into people. And like there was this group of girls that were younger than me, and I was like, let's be friends and let's hang out and like let's do stuff. But I always had a good impression of you. Okay.
Great.
Got it. I didn't think anything. The only thing I thought was I was like, I remember I used to wear overalls all the time.
Oh my gosh.
I remember you used to wear overalls, and I remember that your lash extensions could cover my whole face.
Should we insert a picture? No. My eyelash extensions were caterpillars. Like, it was so bad.
I remember observing those two things. Like, I think of early memories of you, and I just think overalls, the flat Converse, and and your like severe lash extensions. Yeah.
A moment in time.
In time, indeed.
Wow. Okay.
So that's kind of how we met and became friends. And then what happened after this?
So
my next, like, it's funny because like my next bullet point in my outline is like, where's your friend? Like, where are you now? So I'm like, I feel like there's a bit of a journey.
It's like there's no A to B. It's like it's a whole journey to get to B. So
because now we do freelance stuff together.
Correct.
We have projects. We've done shoots.
Yeah.
We have shoots like in the full time, and then also like we do weddings, and we're starting some new projects.
Things are coming
So
soon.
like from this moment to like doing creative work together now.
Yeah.
What has transpired?
So like I said, like me and you like started getting closer. We had this little like girl group that we would always like hang out here and there. And then as the time progressed, I started getting more involved into like the marketing world of the church, and then later on,
Because you were an intern at first.
that's right, I was an intern. Then I stayed around after the internship ended. Then I later was like, someone from the marketing team came up to me and was like, "Hey, would you like to like kind of shadow people on the team and
Learn,
like,
grow,
learn
develop."
exactly?" And then I think by that time I was very much in the season of I was like, I just want to learn. I want to know like what's out there, what like, because before this I used to do like photography in like high school, like very minimal, and then I had stopped, and then whenever this marketing opportunity came, photography was one of the main points that was needed. So that's kind of where I just like dove in and like learned everything. And then this is where our journey begins, or continues, I shall say.
Wait, pause. Before you get there,
Yeah.
I'd like to point out a moment in time
Let's.
where, like we said, you were volunteering to be an admin in the youth team.
That's right.
And that role had opened up full time.
True.
But then right when that role opened up full time, you get this opportunity in the marketing team to start volunteering.
Correct.
Like, and I remember you were so torn.
Yes.
I remember we had our girl group and you were asking everybody for advice.
Yeah.
And I had done like a workshop teaching
Yeah.
session. And I was like, you're meant to be where God opens doors and whatever. And you were like, well, I have 2 doors. And
Yeah.
you were like so torn because you didn't know what to do and you wanted to
Yeah.
like take the job. But then you remember that?
Yes, that's very important actually, because
And that was the last time we talked.
yeah, that was indeed the last time, because like Sarah said, like I was very torn between those 2 opportunities, because let's recap also, after high school I didn't go to college. Like I went straight into the internship at the church, and then kind of was like hoping God would like kind of reveal to me what my next step was. So then this opportunity to be this person's admin opened up, and obviously it was going to be a job, paid, and then the opportunity of being creative, which is what I really, really wanted,
Yeah.
but like obviously as a volunteer role, which obviously didn't get paid. So then I talked to literally so many people, you, my parents. Then I decided to take this volunteer opportunity because I knew that's what I most likely wanted to do in the future. So then I began volunteering. I'm learning everything. I'm learning a little bit of design, a little bit of video here and there, but mostly photography. Then I realized there are ops in the building.
Then we had just a glitch in the system.
Correct. We had a minor setback for a greater comeback.
A little bit.
Yes.
So Eunice practically cut me out of her life.
Yes.
For a moment in time. It was a setback. It was a glitch in the system.
That's right.
You know, and I remember during this time, vibes were off.
They were very much so.
I was like, I'm not feeling what I was once feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For
like,
sure.
With the girl group we had established and all these things, like we were, and then all of a sudden it's like, what happened?
Yeah. All of
Things
a
are
sudden,
weird. It's
I can't be
awkward.
seen with you. I fear.
And shall we unpack? We shouldn't.
No, that's a talk for a different time.
Let's not
another
unpack
podcast.
that. Let's not unpack that. But through a series of unfortunate events,
Correct.
The negative influences that once come into everybody's life,
Of course.
hit you at the right place at the right time.
Correct.
You know, and so for that reason,
We no longer spoke. For how long do you think it was?
I think it was.
Do you think like
We
a-
weren't speaking when you came on full time.
That's right.
So after volunteering in that opportunity, Eunice got offered the full-time role to be creative, like in the marketing team. So I think it was 6 months.
I think so.
It was around 6 months-ish. And so during this time, like I was focused on my stuff and like getting, like I was just really busy and whatever. And I had noticed that like vibes were different, but I was like not really trying to deep dive into it. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't like, hey, what's going on? What happened? I was just kind of observing, picking up on it, but also kind of just like working and doing my stuff.
Yeah.
So for around 6 months, you know, we lost our communication.
right.
We lost our friendship, our connection and everything. But then one day, how do we unpack this?
2022.
What a year that was. What a
Transformative.
year. A transformative year. One day, how do we unpack this day?
This day, I think I was just very overwhelmed with I was just kind of like at my limit.
Okay, pause. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's follow the journey.
Yeah.
So, interning in youth, internship ended, volunteering admin under youth team.
Correct.
Got offered an opportunity to volunteer and grow in creative and photography and marketing. Took that, did that for a couple months.
Yes.
Then job opened up full time.
Correct.
In marketing, creative photography.
Correct.
Job opened up full time. You started to learn. You started to get in the weeds. You started to do the work. During this time of doing the work, we stopped communicating.
Yeah.
6 months later, we hit a moment in time yet again.
Yes.
So let's unpack this. Let's unpack lightly.
Let's.
Now you were saying you were overwhelmed.
So a couple months after starting to work full time, I feel like I was in a bit of like a toxic work environment, a little overwhelmed. And then we ended up working an event together at this a church. And then another one of our friends were there. And I think for me, I was like searching to talk to someone outside of my little bubble that I was in.
Yeah.
And then I remember...
And I was not in the bubble.
You were. Because remember, I wasn't talking to you. You were off limits to talk to.
Yeah.
And then I think I was just so like ready to like talk to anybody. And then randomly you were there with like one of my other friends. And I'm like, I think I just sat down or like, I don't even remember. I think I truly blacked that out of my brain. But
I just remember I was teaching that other friend how to edit a video.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you were done with work for the day.
Yeah.
And you were packing up and you just came to say bye.
I think
and
so.
You looked depleted. And I was like, how are you? How have you been? Mm-hmm. That's all I had to ask.
And then I was like...
Release. And we hadn't talked in months.
Yeah.
And I remember that was a crazy day. That was a crazy day. Just catching up, hearing what you had been going through, and then just trying to be there for you. And I feel like that's really when our relationship kicked back up. Yeah, because then in Myrna, then we're focused on like being there for you and being like a support system because you were going through a bit of a hard time. Yeah, and along with. Shout out to Sophia.
That's right, our homegirl.
Yeah, along with Sophia, then we were like, oh my gosh, she needs community type of thing, and we just started like hanging out and doing.
I feel like that helps so much because, like you said, I was in a place where I was like, my bubble, I guess I would say, was just like not great. And then I was also scared to leave it because I'm like, wait, I have no one else. So then finding y'all, and I was like super grateful because then I was like, wait, like I can't have friends outside.
Yeah. We can talk.
We can speak.
We can.
And you're not evil. You're not crazy.
Yeah. So then we developed again like a little new community there, new friend group, like the friend group that we have now with like Sophia and then our other friend Caroline. Yeah. And we started like hanging out and being friends again. And at this point, you already had learned some photography. Correct. Like, you hadn't done it yet for a year, but you kind of knew your footing. I think you already had bought your own camera, too.
Yeah, for sure.
So then we started to connect in that because after this moment, Eunice did a whole year where she would shadow me and come to all of my gigs.
I remember that.
All of my shoots, weddings, maternity, family, kids, anything. Yeah. You were just there. I have a whole album of like you would grab BTS clips of me. Wow. But like, I don't know. We never like debriefed that. But like I was reaching out to you as like do you want to come join me?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to see?
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's fun to look at shoots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you were just like, yeah.
I was like, yeah. And I feel like that helps so much because I'm such an introvert. Like, it's hard for me to like break out of my shell and like speak to people. Like, very few people have seen my full personality.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to like go to these shoots and like see how you talk to clients, see how you like do the small talk during shoots. I love work, but sometimes small talk is tough.
It'll drain you.
But you truly like taught me how it's supposed to be done, and I'm like, I remember my first shoot that I got by myself. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have Sarah with me. What am I supposed to do? And then I was like, okay, this is what she said. And I think I remember like remembering like the questions you would ask clients. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ask them this, I'm gonna ask them this, and then we'll like have a little convo. So I think that did help so much. Even like with weddings, like the order of the wedding, like when I had my first wedding, I was like, okay, like I need to make sure I grab like the portraits. I need to like the flat lay. That's something very important. I can't forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was very, very important for like what I've learned.
We went into shadow season, and then you started just like picking up gigs, or I would like, we have a little bit of a community.
Yeah.
So we started like kind of growing in that community, sending referrals to each other, you know, all of that. Mm-hmm. And we've learned now, this was 3 years ago, because we're talking about 2022.
Yeah.
And, well, 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
So 2 to 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, since then, you know, you've fully taken on shoots on your own. You've done all sorts of things, weddings, portraits, clients, engagements, like all sorts.
Everything.
And now we have a different, like, it really started like I was like coaching you through certain things. Like the first couple times you got inquiries and clients, and like how much to charge, and like certain editing things and all of that. And now it's definitely developed into like you're on your own, you're slaying, you're killing it, all sorts of things. Thank you. Less of that, and I see your photos and I'm like, OMG.
Yes.
This is great stuff.
Thank you.
So I'm curious to talk about our different creative styles, because we're different.
We are.
We know the vibes. We know the vibes. We know how to set the vibes. But obviously we have different eyes. Like,
correct.
Eunice is like 1,000 times cooler than me. And she's younger, and you know, all sorts of things. Like, I can definitely tell that I'm aging in certain aspects. And I'm like, got it. It's like, okay, I'm older. Okay. But I'm curious to know, how would you describe your creative style compared to mine?
I think...
Now looking back.
Yeah, now looking back. I think I wouldn't say I would like... Or I found exactly my creative style. I think I'm still like trying to find it as like I go on. But I'm very much like, I never want to do something that like that looks too clean, or like I don't even know, like generic. I want to be like
bland,
yes,
so to speak.
Exactly. Like I want people to see what I do or what I produce and be like, oh wow, like that's cool, like that's cool. And I feel
and
like
trust that is felt.
And I don't even know how I would describe how like I try to create that, but I'm like, since I know what's cool,
yeah.
I feel like I would know.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's like your eye. That's the thing that like a lot of people, when they're starting out, they try to, like, they find inspo or something like that and try to like really match that inspo. But like the beauty of creative work is allowing people to see things through your lens. Yeah. Because your lens is like super unique, you know, and it's not like copying somebody else or anything like that. So yeah, I feel like that's a good perspective, and it's what gives all of us like a unique touch. Yeah. Okay, so I have a fun question here. Was there a moment in our relationship where and this is for the both of us.
Okay.
Where my creativity inspired or challenged you. Have we inspired or challenged each other creatively?
I think for sure we've inspired each other.
Duh.
Because
1 + 1 = 2.
obviamente. Because sometimes I'll have an idea or like I'll want to do something and I'm like who can I do it with? But I'm like, Sarah. Like I know I can come to you and be like, this is what I want to do, and you're gonna be like, yeah, let's do it. Like we'll figure out a way. Like because we're gonna do it. Period. And I feel like you're the only person that I could ever like do that with. Like I don't think there's anybody in my life that I can fully go up to and be like, hey, this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And like you'll be like as delusional as me and like do it.
It's kind of interesting because it's like sometimes when I'm specifically when I'm doing anything for music or for artists, like with like our friend Rive Joe, whatever. Joe. If you're listening to this, we don't know what to call you.
Sure.
Or other projects that we've worked on, like I'm like, we work as a pack.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's music, like if someone reaches out to me for like music, so I'm just like, she needs to come with me.
Yeah.
like I need an additional like
because I think like we also bounce off each other. Like ideas. Like we vibe check each other.
Creatively.
Like,
It's like that's not looking good. That's looking a little dumb.
Yeah.
It's looking a little dumb. And we've been there and we've learned and we've grown.
We have.
Yeah, no, I think definitely like, and I know we've been talking about photography and shoots and gigs, but like for me, an area that's like that I feel like you inspire me is like the iPhone content.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how the heck did she take that photo? Like, and like, of like when you're doing like your little dumps.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a cool, the way you cropped that was just so delicious.
Thank you.
And I'm like, how the heck? Every once in a while, look up. And I can see him from the corner of my eye. He's like, but yeah, and I wish we should probably start filming ourselves we're like grabbing your content. But like, I'm really proud of the iPhone content that I produced for you.
The work that is produced by Sarah.
I'm like, what? I get into a flow state. Yeah, for sure.
100%.
But when I see like your story dumps or your details or like when you're at events and stuff like that, I'm like, how did she grab that? Like, I want my iPhone stuff to look that cool and like vibey and like your little carousels and things that you do. Everyone go follow her at Eunicemluis. Eunicemluis, of course. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely an area where I'm like, okay, I need to get better. I need to get cooler. I need to like learn here from her. Like, what are we picking up? Like, yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting to hear because we've never talked about that in real life.
Now, do you think we've ever like challenged each other?
I feel like
creatively.
I feel like, let me think about this. I feel like we have in like unspoken ways. In a little bit.
Okay.
Like when. Oh, okay. I would say like the beginning of this year, we had a shoot, like a personal shoot. For each other. We went into a studio and you wanted to get photos. I got photos with Inmer and we did photos with one of our friends.
Yes.
And we were committed to making that whole, like from the styling.
Yeah.
Like we were committed and we were like, we're going to get the best pictures ever.
We're going to break the internet.
We swear we're going to break the internet. And then like we post the carousel. Of course.
And we're humbled every
time. Every time. But like I feel like in those instances we do challenge each other of like we're going to get something cool. And even in that shoot I'm like I edited it so differently. And I was like I'm going to do different vibes here and I'm going to go moody and warm and I'm going to like so I feel like we do tend to do that when we go grab content for each other and different stuff like that. I can't think of like anything greater than that because like we shoot casual content all the time. we're not often in this moment in time in huge productions together.
No.
So like at one point we were, but like not anymore. So I can't really like, it's not a recent thought that comes to my mind.
I agree.
But anyways, let's get a little deep.
Oh, my favorite.
But let's do again a bit of an analysis of where you've been through. So last we left off, we reconnected again, and you were working full time at the church. So how long did you do that? Because you told us at the beginning where you work, and it is not the church.
That's right.
So catch us up. How long did you work at the church, and then when did you feel like it was time for a new season? And how did you get to like where you are right now?
Yeah. So I worked at the church for 3 years, and
Exactly.
Yeah. 3 years exactly. And I think probably the last year I was working at the church.
Wait.
What?
The last 8 to 9 months of you working at the church, everybody, I was your boss.
Oh, wait.
What
That's
the
crazy.
heck?
Yeah. That's correct. Clock that.
That happened.
Yeah. So that was a journey.
That was a moment. That was a moment.
journey.
And we surpassed.
We did.
We rose above it all.
Exactly. So yeah, Sarah was my boss for a couple months, but I think that
and
last
I
year,
would have one-on-ones. We would have one-on-ones. I'd be like, how are you doing? And expand.
Oh, how was I doing? I think for the last year, because remember, like I started this job, it was a little chaotic, like the workflow, like, just a little bit chaotic. And then I think the last year, I think I was just like I think I had reached a point of burnout, I would say, because I genuinely look back and I'm like, wait, like what I used to do, like it was like great. Like I look back and I'm like, I don't know how I didn't enjoy it for the last year. Like it was great. Like it was so much fun. The people were great. Like everything was great. But I think it was just the point of me just like not, like I said, like I was just burnt out. So every day I would go in and I was just like miserable. Like I hated doing my job. And then something about me is just like, I always, whatever I do, I want to do it like the best I can. And then whenever I started noticing myself like kind of dropping some balls or like missing some things.
And I was noticing.
Yeah, I was like, I hate that I'm doing this. So I was very like a little hard on myself of like, why can I not do this right? Why do I keep forgetting this? So I think it was just like an internal battle in my brain of like, I hate being here, but I also want to do the best I can. But also, I think I was in a mindset of like, well, I don't know how to do anything else. So I kind of felt stuck.
And to add to the dilemma, but you love the place and the people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was like so hard.
Not loving the job, like not loving the tasks that I'm doing, but like you enjoyed parts of it.
Yes.
But then it's like you loved the team.
Yes.
You loved like the church, everybody. And then I remember you struggling with that like battle.
Because there's another factor of like, I think a lot of people that work at the church can like relate. It's like your whole world is involved in the church. Like you attend there, you receive there, your friends are there, like just your whole world is there. So I also felt like, I don't know if I necessarily wanted like to receive, because like I said, I was a photographer. So I would have to work on Sunday. So I didn't really get to receive that often. So yeah, that was another factor that I was like, wait, I just want to go to church and like just sit and receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember this time because as she mentioned, like, so we would have these one-on-ones. I'd be like, how are you? How are you doing? And it was like, you were struggling. You were open about it. You were always honest. And I was like, I don't know how to help because I was like, I can't bend the job for how you're feeling. Like these things still need to get done. Correct. And like, so when it was getting harder to like, I was like, I know that like you're a great, strong worker. So then I was noticing like, oh,
something's off.
She's not being like as sharp as she used to be. Like, And I remember you were in that dilemma because it's like you love the church, love everything,
Yeah.
love the team. The task and the like day to day 9 to 5 was just like getting tougher and tougher. And some little tea here. So I was her boss, and so I knew how she was doing.
Yeah.
And I knew at the same time, when you're in that position, you know, it's really hard as a manager. So I was your manager, and then I was also your friend, right?
Yeah.
So I have like lots of things going on here.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, well, I want the best for you, but I also need the best person on my team.
Yeah,
So it's
for
like
sure.
I couldn't like, and I remember like trying to figure that out. And so me just thinking like, okay, well, I would be like, let's pray about it, all of that stuff. And then, fun fact, okay, so earlier on in the year, I knew how you were doing, and I went to dinner with someone, and they worked in marketing as well for an agency, and they were talking about how they needed a coordinator to work with influencer marketing and all that stuff. And literally, like, because we started the year on a personal level trying to get you to 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
Trying to start your personal influencer journey.
Of course.
And I was just like, I remember this dinner thinking like, oh my gosh, Eunice would be so perfect for that.
Yeah.
And so then I kind of like made the connect there. So like, fun fact, I kind of like helped you get the new job, even though I was like your boss. But it was just like, it was just good for everybody.
Exactly.
It was just like
worked
an
great all
unbiased.
around.
Yeah, it was like an unbiased season of like obviously biased. Like I wanted you to stay.
Yeah.
But I would have had to change the job so that you would be happier, maybe.
Yeah. When I was like deciding, do I stay, do I leave? Like you did present options of like kind of changing the role, like you said, or like, but then in my head, I'm like, why is this feeling too forced? Like,
yeah, it was just not right. It was just not right. Like I felt more peace with you leaving, even though that day was like so emotional. I was like crying. I felt more peace with that than like trying to make you to stay, because I just knew where the team was going. And I was like, this role actually needs a very strong like administrative function, and you are like super creative and all that stuff. And I was trying to find ways to like adjust the role to be more creative and less like administrative, but it's like that's not what the team needed. And then I was like, but would that even be fulfilling anyways? Like, and it just wasn't right. So when that opportunity came, I was like, I'm gonna make the connect, because I feel like it would be so good for you. And like it would be like it sucked for the team for a while, but like, because it was hard, because we like missed a whole role, but it was like we knew that it would be like the best long term. Yeah. So then you got your current job.
I got my current job. So yeah, the person you had a dinner with reached out to me. We did the whole interview process, and then I got hired. Yeah, and that's where
look at us now.
Look at us now.
And she's happy.
I think
we go to church every Sunday.
I get to sit.
We love it.
I receive.
We take notes.
Yes.
We debrief the sermon right after, and we're like, that was some good stuff.
Yeah. And I feel like genuinely that's probably one of the healthiest things that could have happened to me during that season too.
Also, you did like literally 3 full years. You know, and like you started when you were 20.
Yeah, because I got hired when I was 19, mind you. 19 is crazy.
Yeah. So you did 3 for like in that season, it's like you're young and you can try different things, and maybe you'll come back. Only God knows.
Who knows?
Hey. So now that we can look back and analyze and observe the data and make a report out of the data, I have a deep question here for you. What mindset did you have before that you definitely don't operate from anymore?
I think a mindset that I had before was definitely the mindset of you have to have certain qualifications to do something or to be something. Because like I said, I didn't go to college. I didn't have any prior knowledge in photography or marketing other than like yearbook class in high school. So it's like I didn't know anything. And I think something that I feel like a lot of people battle with is like the typical imposter syndrome, which is, believe it or not, something I think I still struggle with to a degree. But it wasn't until probably a year ago where I was like I was confident enough to call myself a photographer. Because for most of the time that I was working at the church, I would never call myself a photographer.
But I was like, take photos, or I do photography.
Yeah. Because I just didn't feel like that was me. Like, I didn't know like everything and anything.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. And same with like where I'm at now, where it's like I said, I didn't go to school for marketing. I've never really done anything with influencer marketing. So going into it, I was very much like, I'm kind of learning as I go in a sense. I did know like the basic like bones to like what I needed to do. But yeah, it's definitely changed the way I look at, things or like careers in the future, I think.
Yeah, totally. Because that, like, sometimes, especially these days, you just have to get started and try. And then see what hits, what lands, what's resonating, what's not resonating.
And also, like, being, like, knowing other people in the creative world, I've realized that it's, like...
Our little community that we have right now.
I love it.
Shout out to our Rugrats group chat. Rugrats. Shout out Scheider,
Hart,
Sean,
Chrissy, Jen.
Carissa, why am I calling her the wrong thing? Jess.
Our queen.
It's Jess, not Jen.
I said Jess.
Oh, I thought he said Jen. And I'm like, I just called Chrissy something else.
Just know we love y'all.
Inver.
Yes, our king.
Our Rugrats group chat, supreme. But we've definitely built a beautiful little community.
Yeah.
And like everyone's just trying.
Yeah, and we're learning as we go. And grinding, like we figure it out.
Yes, and I had Scheider on earlier. He was my very first guest. And he's like, he just said that, like, get your reps in, try, do stuff. And it's like, yes. And we're still finding new things that we love.
100%.
And we're trying new things, finding new things that we love, like, and we're gonna
learning
keep
never stops.
Going.
Yes.
And we're gonna keep going. Okay, so right before we close, let's get into tea time.
Do we have tea for the crowd?
Do we have time?
That's the real question.
To go through the tea is what I'm wondering. Yeah. So my little outline that ChatGPT helped me with. I don't know. Like, I don't know, right? Okay. One question here is what's one behind the scenes moment from your journey that people don't know? There's also like, what's a moment from a shoot or a gig that was so chaotic or funny that we have to tell the internet? But like, it's almost like I can't even think. Yeah. Like, I know we've lived in some chaos.
100%.
But like, what's like a chaotic moment we've lived? Like, funny. Like, do we have, like, we have funny stories.
That's not even a question. We do.
Especially with gigs.
Oh, do we? But a funny one?
Does anything come to mind?
I'm trying to see. A memorable gig that I will always carry in my heart.
OMG, what is that?
It's probably the one we've had the most fun in.
Oh my God. I'm curious. What is this?
It's I don't even remember the bride and groom, but that really fun reception.
Shut up.
Where we were part of the, like, we were invited to, like,
our video audience may get some photos inserted right here.
Because why was someone telling me I love you? And I didn't even know them. And no, because I love you too.
So we did this wedding and this couple, shout out to this couple, Kaylin and Aaron.
Yes.
We were, they had 3+ hours of dancing. They had a DJ, not a wedding DJ. They had a literal DJ, like the ones that would like have a set somewhere or whatever. Yeah. I'm levitating. The music. No, like we are dancing and shooting, and then at one point
we're getting by the DJ.
People want photos with us. Yeah.
Wait, that's so true.
No, these people were so drunk. They want, and they were having a good time. I'm taking photos of you with the people. Duh. You're taking photos of me with the people. I'm on my phone, like on 0.5, like basically filming this entire like.
Yes.
And then I'm like, I text the bride the next morning. I'm like, here are all the photos we took with your friends, and she was like cracking up. The photo, the wedding ended up getting featured in Weddings in Houston magazine
because duh.
And what a time!
Like I remember at one point I just had my camera and I was just like,
yeah. And I remember leaving this wedding.
I didn't want to leave
with nothing left to give. The pain in my neck, like
that is true.
Because we went hard.
Yeah,
and it was like, and this is the thing about wedding dance floors. They're hot and sweaty, and crowded, and like you're kind of ruining the vibes a little bit as a photographer because you have your big camera with your flash, and people are dancing close to each other, and I almost need like a whole foot around me to be able to like shoot well, but these people didn't care. Usually when I'm shooting a wedding, and I'm on the dance floor for like over 2 hours, I take breaks. Yeah. I like go back, I drink some water, I like get on my phone, I do. No breaks were taken.
No. And we didn't want to.
I didn't even sip water. No, because we did it.
We did it. It was just fun.
We were just lost. Yeah. And that was ethereal.
Because sometimes, most of the times, we're always like, 2 hours left. We got this.
Yeah.
We got this. But
once you hit the dance floor, once you're like, if you're shooting a wedding, once you hit the dancing, it's the first 30 minutes are fun. Yeah. But if they have dancing for 2 to 3 hours, it's dragging. Yeah. And you're like, I agree. Oh, got it. And at that point, you've already taken all the pictures. Yeah. And you're just kind of taking photos of the same thing. People look the same.
Yeah. And progressively start getting worse. Like they makeup's drenched, hair
sweat stains, shoes are coming off. Yeah. People are putting on tennis shoes now. And it's like, it's sticky. Yeah. Weddings start so good and they end a little bit ratchet, and it's fine.
That's okay.
But at that point, we were like, no water, no breaks, no nothing.
That was a fun one.
Just fun and vibes. Yeah, that was a fun moment. Yeah. That wasn't like the biggest tea in the world. No, but unfortunately, I don't think like it's an excessive amount of like shoots and things we've gone through. So it's just like I can't think of like a chaotic. Like I know we've had chaotic shoots. Yeah. Nevertheless, that was a fun memory that we had, and that was a behind the scenes moment that we just needed to share. Yeah, wasn't like the most tea filled thing we could have shared, but honestly,
it's because
we just have we have
so much tea that unfortunately must remain contained.
Yeah, and especially if it's shoots and clients and stuff like. We're classy girlies at the end of the day. Like, we're not about to be here and be like, they never paid me. Yeah. But yeah. Well, we're coming to an end. We're coming to a close. That was a fun little. This did not feel like an hour. No. Inmer just signaled us that we've been yapping for an hour, and I honestly feel like it's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like we just got warmed up.
I
know. But let's see. Let's work on some takeaways. Like, you said that you were feeling stuck creatively at one point. Yeah. So what advice would you give someone who's feeling stuck creatively or in life? Like, what's your...
I think just surrounding yourself with a good or like a good group of people that you can like at least express like how you're feeling. Yes. No, literally, because I'm normally a person that keeps everything in. And without, like, if it wasn't for me, like, telling my parents, I feel like I would have just gotten stuck and not done anything. I think it's also important to, like, act on, like, what you're feeling. Like if you're not happy, if you're dreading going into work every day, if you're, like, unhappy every day, that's like, hey, like, let me assess what needs to change and then take steps towards that, because I feel like it's so easy to get stuck in where you're at. Mm-hmm. So...
100%. And another little nugget that we operate on is the delusion.
Always.
And like I just got to share that with someone today. Like we have this culture with our friend group right now, with our girl group, that like we genuinely believe like there's nothing that I haven't said out loud to like our friends, like to like Sophia or something. She's like, yeah, you will.
Yeah. And it's important.
Or like keep me updated once you do like I'm starting a clothing business. business.
Nothing is too crazy.
Everyone's like, great, let me know.
Yeah.
Kara's always like, you're doing so many things.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, let me know how it goes. Like, and the same thing that we do, like with Eunice and I, like we're like just like so delusional. We'll be like, and we will pass 1,000 followers. Like earlier in the year when Eunice was like, we're trying to get her past 1,000 followers.
I was
she was
posting
like,
every single day.
Yeah. And she was like, and we will. And that you did. And that you did.
Then I stopped, but
and then and you know what?
Yeah.
You know, life happens.
Of course.
And we're very real. What? We're very real.
Yeah.
But the delusion, in the sense, it is a little bit unnatural for me to be very confident.
Same.
So the delusional aspect, like it helps me hype myself up.
Yeah.
And obviously, like you said, surrounding yourself with a good community. Like in our friend group right now, both in like our creative community with like the Rugrats, like Sean and everything. And then in our girl group that we have a little bit like that we like talking all the time. Like there's not a singular project that I say that I'm going to start that everyone's like, yeah, that's so fun. Do it. Like no one's like, really? Why? No, it's literally like, yeah, let me know how it goes. Like you're the best.
Yeah.
Like, and so I feel like that kind of helps. And then sometimes we wake up and like we hang out and we grab content and we're like, because we're killing it.
Because we are.
Duh.
And that's just the mindset we need to have all the time.
Like, a little bit of delusion, a little bit of hype, a little bit of like.
People may think we're crazy. And
¿qué
tiene? No pasa nada.
I don't care anymore. I'm about to turn 30. Please try to find my cares. Can't locate them. Sorry. I'm literally like, whatever, you know? So a little bit of delusion goes a long way. Well, yeah, what a fun time that we've had. And this is the end of my season 1. It's the end of my season 1, and I already took a break, clearly. So my season 2 will not come too far from now.
Okay.
But everybody follow Eunice on Instagram at eunicemluis.
Correct.
On what the frick?
So this is where we're gonna have to read
on Instagram. Oh my god.
Yeah.
At eunicemluis on why am I saying Facebook in my mind? Like what's wrong with me?
I'm not sure.
On Instagram. And then what's your TikTok?
I don't know. I don't really
She also got a like to know it recently.
That's right.
So everybody like go on her comments and be like,
buy my
post
stuff.
Your stuff. You
Yes,
gotta post it. You haven't been posting. Let me call you
I
out.
know,
Let
I
me call
know,
you
guys.
out. Yeah.
Because why was Colombia is one of the recent posts.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh my god, girl, that was August.
I know.
Please. Yeah.
TikTok
So-
is Eunice.Luis.
Eunice.Luis on TikTok.
Yes.
Everybody follow her. Let's stay tuned.
Yes.
I think we got to do an episode together every once in a
I
while.
think so, just
so
like
we'll
the
be
break.
bringing this back.
Yeah.
Everybody let me know, do you want to see Eunice back?
Perhaps we
on the
reveal more tea.
Yeah. Perhaps we go deeper.
Because I feel like this was very surface.
For sure.
Like, this is just
it's because
cracking the
we're
surface.
warming up.
Of course.
We're warming up right now. Like, you know, how's it going to feel when we watch ourselves?
Exactly.
When we hear ourselves.
What we need to assess.
Yeah. And it's good to start light.
Yeah.
And then if we want to go more, we can. But we said that we weren't going to do too much and then regret it.
Correct.
So it's like we do
I'm
less,
happy.
and then we're like, we can add on to it.
Yes.
Do too much? No, we want to look back on this.
Maybe we tell the crowd what they want to know. Leave your questions down below.
Oh my God, leave your questions, send DMs.
Yes.
Leave comments. What do you want
Let's
to
get to know each other.
Let's get Inverse looking at us. Like
Guys,
we're literally
Inver has seen some stuff.
We should do an episode, the three of us.
Yes.
So Inmer can so people can see how he really is.
Yeah.
Inmer doesn't show his real personality, but we know it.
Yeah.
We know it fully.
For sure.
So leave a comment if you want to see us chat a little more.
Yeah.
Talk about creative things, debrief things. Leave us a comment, give us feedback. Please do, because I see the amount of people listening every week. I get a little email about it, and I'm like, This is interesting.
Okay.
So give me a little comment. Let us know if you want to see. We have more things to cover. We almost unveiled our vision boards for the year.
I know,
But I
yeah.
didn't think about it
Yeah.
until we were actually going to start recording. Oops. But we have more, I think. I think there's more in us for the
For
Blur
sure.
and Grain podcast.
sure.
And so we'll bring it back. We'll run it back, like the kids say these days.
Sure.
But yeah. Okay, well, follow along. So like I said, follow Eunice.
Yes.
Don't forget to follow at Blur and Grain Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And this is the end of season 1.
Oh,
Thank you for following along. We did it. We did 10 episodes. In 2025, we did 10 episodes.
You did your podcast.
I told my, yes, this is one of the things that I
Predictions?
wanted to launch. I wanted to launch a podcast in 2025, and I wanted to see it through. I saw a
right.
whole season through, even though I took a 3-month gap and really got overwhelmed with editing clips and posting them.
Yeah.
But we saw it through. Well, we started, we finished, and
Yeah.
God gave me a word at the beginning of the year, and He said, I will bless whatever you start. And like, continue to do. And here I
Perfect.
am, December 11th. Oh my gosh, hopefully I post this year.
You have
I
to.
will.
You have to.
December 11th.
Yeah.
And I did my 10th episode.
That's right.
Period. So thanks everyone for tuning in for season 1 and for the very last episode of season 1. I'll see you guys in season 2 of the Blur and Grain podcast.